The Visit was something of a comeback for director M. Night Shyamalan, a comedy horror film with decent reviews after a run of flops. Moving away from the likes of After Earth, Shyamalan went small-scale with this pseudo-documentary style film, something of an update on Hansel and Gretel, in which two teenage siblings decide to visit their elderly grandparents, who they've never met because of a long-lasting feud between the grandparents and the grandparents' daughter, the siblings' mother. The elderly couple, it becomes apparent, are quite weird, and there's a few odd eye-raising shenanigans that occur, all of which is documented in a documentary the older sibling, the sister, is making. I really enjoyed The Visit, even though the twist in the film was ruined for me before I watched it. This is a movie that, upon further investigation, can be torn apart through inspection of the plot holes and stuff, but really, who cares? If it doesn't bother you and you don't notice the first time you watch a film, then it shouldn't bother you full stop. And I had a lot of fun with The Visit, watching it in the middle of the night with the other half. Comedy and horror are two completely opposite sides of the spectrum, and it's very difficult to get that balance right. Does The Visit succeed in that regard? Well, it is very funny. Laugh out loud funny. It's quite absurdist, with a lot of bizarre moments that make you think, what the hell is going on? A sentiment shared by the siblings, especially the younger boy, who I thought was brilliant. Being a kid who raps and thinks he's all that, he could have easily been very annoying, but he was the best actor in the film and gave me and the missus a lot of laughs. There's scary moments too, creepy scenes and building dread, usually climaxing with a jump scare, and when it's all over, usually something humorous happens to break the tension. Much of the creep factor comes from the grandparents' rules, like don't come out of your rooms after 9:30, don't go into the basement, and much of the tension and scares comes from the grandmother, who has a sleepwalking disorder, causing the kids to lay awake when they hear things going bump in the night. There's an interesting undercurrent to the children, whose father left them at a young age, and despite their defiant output, there's clearly hurt underneath all the layers, and the vulnerability and pain is maturely explored by Shyamalan. There's one part where the sister is interviewing the brother for her documentary, and you can see he's about to crack, he's about to tear up, and then it cuts to him being a lot more happier with the subject having been changed. Clearly, there was a private moment there shared between the siblings that even we are not permitted to see. Overall, The Visit is an entertaining crowd pleaser, filled with laughs and scares, one that I give a 7.5 out of 10.